G'day, Steeler Nation. Welcome back to another video. And finally, I get to break some breaking news. Now, just in the last half an hour or to an hour, Adam Schefter reported, as I'll bring up here, stay with me. Adam Schefter says, former Jaguars linebacker Myles Jack is expected to sign a 2-year, $16 million deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers per source. So, straight away, I'm thinking, this is crazy. This is beyond crazy. Middle linebacker has been a real tough spot for the Pittsburgh Steelers the last few years. Remember last year when we had Devin Bush there coming back from an injury, and we also had Vince Williams. I think it was like one day before training camp that he retired. And then we went into the season, I think, was with Spillane and Bush. And that didn't really work out. And then halfway through the season last year in 2021, we brought in Joe Schobert. And a lot of us, like me, were excited, like bringing in Joe Schobert, a former Brown, that it was going to be the cover guys, the cover of the tight ends. But that didn't happen, man. That kind of fell away. That was like, nah, it just didn't feel like it was meant to be. Schobert now might be out the door. I think he could be done. Devin Bush coming back from his injury again, a whole season removed now. He's played the season last year, having another whole off season. Hopefully he's near 100%, maybe 90%, 95%. And now with the addition of Myles Jack coming into the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's starting to come full circle, right? It really is, okay? We just had also, I think we signed Levi Wallace, the cornerback. We signed Montravius Adams to a 2-year deal as well, the defensive tackle. We signed Killebrew, Mollett. Now, no matter what opinion you think of those guys, they're more like special team guys, okay? We've tendered Spillane. I think we've tendered, what's his name? Marcus Allen. So the Pittsburgh Steelers are starting to do moves, and this is probably one of the biggest moves as well. We had a pretty big move with Jordan Davis. My apologies, not Jordan Davis. There's so many names out there. James Daniels at right guard. I hope we bring in Jordan Davis. That'd be even better. But the Pittsburgh Steelers have been so active during this free agent period. And I'm pretty happy to say that Myles Jack will be a Pittsburgh Steeler. But firstly, before I jump into some of the stats and some of these, physical attributes, what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's a good move? Like, I think it is. You can probably tell by my smile and my positive attitude. I think this is a pretty big pickup. We now have the middle linebackers been sorted with Devin Bush. This is going to be a great duo between these guys, and they can only learn and get better in that young linebacking core. Highsmith, Watt, Jack, and Devin Bush. So, yeah, what do you guys think so far? It's a good move, right? It's a good move. Now, if you look into Myles Jack's career, he's a former second-round pick from the Jaguars in Jacksonville there. He started 82 games, and he's played in 88. So pretty much he's been a starter his whole career since he was, I think it was around 35 or 36 pick or something similar to that in the second round. It's a big addition. It really is a big addition to this defense. I've been saying in the last few videos that I think the Pittsburgh Steelers will be a top 10 defense. Now, if they go on to be a top 10 defense with like Brian Flores and hopefully, Terrell Austin can start to do some things too, we are starting to, there's a saying out there too. You can't win the Super Bowl in free agency. You can't bring all these players in and try and win it. You look at the Eagles back a few years ago when they brought in all the stars and they didn't go anywhere. So you can't win a Super Bowl right now in the free agent period. But what you can do is set your team up for success. So we've now found Myles Jack for that 2-year deal, $16 million, $8 million a year, right? To pair with Devin Bush for hopefully the next 2 or 3 years to sort that out. And this defense needed it. This defense led up the most yards in the rush game, 144 yards a game, which was terrible. That was a weak spot in our defense, right? We had to have Minka come down into the box and get the most tackles. Now that you're sure that lineup with the middle linebacker with Jack and Devin Bush there, then Minka doesn't need to go down and make those tackles, nor does Terrell Edmonds, right? So when you're doing that front seven, you won't need the safeties to come down into the box and help out that much because you're going to have the physical attitude of both Jack and Devin Bush. And I can't wait. I can't wait to bring back Blitzburg or, the Steel City, attitude about it. I think he's gonna fit right in. He's a physical player. He's strong. He's fast. He can cover the tight ends. He can cover the running back out of the backfield. He wants to get gritty. He wants to play this game with heart and passion and integrity. So I can't wait to see him play. I can't wait to see him as a Steeler. Myles Jack career stats. As so, tackles, he has 513. Tackles for loss, 19. And sacks overall, 6.5. Now, also during his, I think it is, 6-year career with the Jaguars, he has 3 interceptions, 1 for a TD, pass deflections, 15, forced fumbles, 2, and fumble recoveries, 4, right? Along with the 500 plus tackles, QB hits, 17. This guy is always around the football. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited. I hope you guys are excited too, right? Now, the Steelers don't normally do this. The Steelers we normally have a quiet, free agent period, and we might sign some of our own guys, but we've gone out there and got some guys to help our team. Like I said before, bringing in the right guard, James Daniels, will help that offensive line, which is going to help out future starter Trubisky or Rudolph. In my camp, I still think it's 50-50. Now, you guys might think it is Trubisky starting. It doesn't really matter. I don't care who starts. I just want someone to help us win. But who we do know who's going to start at the middle linebacker now, for sure, will be Myles Jack and Devin Bush together. So I want to run you guys through this. Right? I want to run you guys through this. We have outside linebacker Highsmith, Cam Hayward, defensive end, Tyson Alualu, nose tackle, Stephon Tuitt, defensive end, TJ Watt, your defensive player of the year, outside linebacker, right? Devin Bush, middle linebacker. And now to fill the final piece of the front seven, Myles Jack. How good is that? How good is that? We are building a team. We are building a roster. Now, you can go out there and you do have Spillane on the tender. So Spillane can always fill in for Jack or Devin Bush, or if Marcus Allen stays as well. We might go through the draft to maybe bring in another linebacker. But we do have Buddy Johnson there at linebacker 2 heading to his second year. But what we're starting to build is that core front seven. Once we have this core front seven with Hayward, Alualu, Tuitt, Watt, Highsmith, and the middle linebackers now, Jack and Devin Bush, we're going to build something really, we're going to build something special, I think, right? Now, we still don't know if it's Akilo Witherspoon's going to be a cornerback. We still don't know about Joe Hayden. Maybe Joe Hayden might be out the door, but we did bring in Levi Wallace for cornerback as well. And we have Minka there, and there's still talks about Terrell Edmonds. But what we do know is this front seven. That, to me, will be your front seven in 2022. Guys, what do you think? What do you guys think? Are you guys excited to bring in Myles Jack? I know I am. I'm keen to see it. I do miss the days when we had, he maybe not as fast as Ryan Shazier, but he has that speed and that mentality. And we all know what happened to Ryan Shazier. It was awful. It was terrible what happened to him. His career was cut short. I'm thankful that he can just walk now, but he's fast. Myles Jack is a fast player. He's physical. He wants to get his hands dirty. He wants to smash someone, and we need to bring that back because we haven't had that in our locker room. The culture of this team has not been like that. I think this guy's going to be fiery. I think him and Devin Bush can start to work together really well. I really do. We can start to see more blitz packages off the edges as well. Send the double blitz. Send them both. Send Jack and send Bush right at the quarterback. All right. We have to deal with like Jackson, Joey Brewer. Who's the other bloke? Baker might be out, but they might be bringing in Watson. We need to deal with these quarterbacks in the AFC North, right? And these teams, like we play them, 6 games, 6 games a year for these teams. So we have to deal with the AFC North, and we need to be physical. So yeah, I'm excited, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I really did, man. I know, dude, Myles Jack is a Pittsburgh Steeler through and through. Welcome to the Steel City, Myles Jack. Man, as always, here we go, Steelers. Here we go.